Yes, I'm actually trying to comb my hair on top. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about what may seem like an obvious thing to do, but it's combing your hair. I am going to be using this comb. This is my new carbon comb. And just to prove how amazing this comb is and how solid this thing is, watch this. All right? This comb is like unbreakable. This thing, well, if you like were Thor and snapped it in half, you can. But it's a solid comb. It's carbon. Gosh, I love this thing. So when it comes to hair in general and being a professional, because, yes, I get the comments, look at bald guy talking about hair. What does he know? I mean, dude, when you get beyond the age of 13 and you grow up, you realize this can be an actual profession. So anyway, I've been a professional for over 30 years as a hairstylist, and in my career, I've always had great success with having this type of comb in my arsenal. Now, when I'm cutting hair, I use a regular hair cutting comb, but this type of comb, a wide tooth comb, can work wonders for you, especially if you have longer hair, if you have, straight hair, and I'm going to show you guys how to use this. Now, I do have a vent brush, an anti-static vent brush, which really is ideal for super long hair and when you're combing out the hair when it's wet. However, I would not use this comb when I'm combing out hair. If you get out of the shower, you've got hair down to your chest or your shoulders or even here. The vent brush that I have, that is what my go-to for combing out knots. This is more of a styling comb, and that's how you have to think of this. So you got the hair cutting comb, that's what you use to cut hair. A vent brush, the anti-static vent brush I have, that's for combing out the knots and really getting through it. That works great with my 25 spray. And then this is something you can use as a styling comb. Now, let's demonstrate what this type of comb will do and how to comb your hair properly. So a lot of times, if you're not using the right comb, especially when your hair is dry, you could actually be causing your hair to get really knotty and tangly. So if your hair is fully dry and you take a hair cutting comb and you just start ripping at it from the roots and your hair is a bit longer, you may start to get a lot of resistance. And a lot of times I've seen people, they just start pulling and yanking and trying to get those knots out and they're ripping hair out. Do not do that. What's happening is the teeth on the comb, like the hair cutting comb, are so close together, it's actually creating more knots in your hair and making it kind of clump up together. Then you have to pull it even more and it's hurtful, it's painful to your hair, your scalp, and it's not fun. So that's where something like this comes in, and there's a few benefits to a comb like this. Again, the reason I have this now on my site for sale is because I use this as a professional. I'm not just pulling this out of my butt. I'm literally telling you I use this as a professional. So watch what happens. This hair, right, as you can see here, is basically just facing, hold on a second here. It's facing downwards, right? As you can see, the hair is all in the face. Now watch this. When I comb this hair back, see how it glides through and watch what happens. Look at the layers. See the layers? You can see what's happening here because of this comb. The wide teeth are accentuating the layers. Now notice how what I'm doing is the way I'm positioning the comb. The flatter you have the comb to the head, so this is basically right against the head and flat, it's going to have a much more closer, tighter comb, and you can see the layers are a bit more accentuated here, but you also stand the chance of it maybe getting a bit knotted. However, if you hold it more, not flat, but like this, where the teeth are pressing against the scalp, and you rake back, look how much easier it is, and it also brings out the layers a little bit more. So it's actually the layers and the hair is forming like the spacing on the comb. So I always tend to leave the hair like so and put the comb flat like this. Not flat where the comb is, but the teeth are pressed up against the scalp, and just lightly comb back like this. And if you have the right haircut and you have the right layers, this is gonna really bring out that shape. And it may actually help keep your style back a little bit. Then you can actually spray it that way. Okay, so let's look at it from this angle. Again, you don't want to go flat like this because it's really going to get stuck. Instead, you want to have the comb teeth flat on the head this way, and then you can comb back, and it's a much easier process. And you can see it allows you to sculpt the hair much, much better. Let's do it on this side. Now, you can also spray the hair down with a little bit of water if you want. You could also, have one of my styling products in and comb it through. So this works really well also when trying to style your hair with some product. So if you're looking for that separation, right, you're looking for some of that separation, then you're able to do that with the product in your hair and comb it in like this. So it's really more of a sculpting comb, in my opinion. And you can see how this is feathering back. The next thing is because the hair is layered, that's also helping. So make sure your hair is layered. But I would say this type of comb works really, really well if you've got, hair that's, I would say, I don't know, 2.5 inches, 3 inches and longer. And especially if you're wearing your hair back a bit, right? You can brush this all back like that. And then what you can do is you can actually, this is my locked hairspray right here. You can actually spray this at the same time. So let's bring this way, this mannequin head this way, and I want you to watch this. So I'm gonna comb, make sure you give this a good shake here. I'm gonna lay the teeth on the scalp here, and I'm gonna comb and spray at the same time, okay? So there it is. Then you can spray this hairspray in, and it's gonna stay in place. Now locked is more of a, I'd say light to medium hold, very, very extreme matte finish hairspray. So it's not gonna give you helmet head, but it's just gonna help keep it back just enough so that you can keep this in place. All right, let's do it on this side and through here so you can see. I'm gonna comb the hair and spray at the same time, okay? Comb and spray, there we go. And then you can let go and then spray it one last final time, and there you have the finishing touches. So that's why I think this is an amazing comb. I think I sell this for like, I don't even know, $8 or $9 on my website. And if you use code YouTube20, that's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com, you get 20% off everything, the entire store. My blow dryer, my brushes, all my products. So it's an exclusive deal here, a code that I have on YouTube for all of you. So, and keep in mind, 20% off, I'm taking that as a hit, all right? So that's quite a bit because these are a lot of investments that I'm making into my products. So here we go. And let me know in the comments below, and anything I share with you, it's from me as a professional stylist, and I hope you enjoy these tips. So I have some really, really awesome new types of content that I'm gonna be launching and probably releasing the first one on Monday, and it's going to be extreme. So think of extreme, like sports, extreme haircutting. Stuff that's like off the wall, crazy, you've never seen before. So stay tuned for this coming Monday, and you're gonna be blown away when you see what I'm gonna be doing. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.